Hi.
What were you just singing at me?
Old man lozenge.
I should have spit it out.
You should have spit it out.
Where am I going to spit it?
You gotta lubricate your mouth so you can talk for a while.
Well, hi.
Old man lozenge got his ludens in his mouth. He needs to lubricate so he can talk for a little while. Aren't you glad I'm out of quarantine?
I'm thrilled. It is the Krisha and Frank show. And this should be our Christmas extravaganza, but look at this.
Look how pretty this is. You and Jerry did such a great job.
We spent a little too much time, frankly, on it. But it was actually a relatively easy conversion. We just, everything that was Thanksgiving, we took away and replaced it with something Christmas.
So you didn't keep the Christmas pilgrims? Because I know we had the Halloween pilgrims.
We did.
And then we had the pilgrims.
We could.
You could. I mean, you could
put a beard on
Santa
one.
hats on them.
And, Mr. and Mrs. Claus.
Yeah.
We could do that, I suppose. That's a good idea.
Happy Monday.
Yes.
I'm tired.
I'm thinking about my lozenges because now...
You're fine.
All right, well, here's what I'll tell you is that while we were up for Thanksgiving at my mom's old house...
I have a napkin. You want to spit it out?
Is it that bad?
No, but it's got lipstick marks on it.
Well, can you notice that I've got the lozenge tucked up in here?
No, like a little raccoon.
So here's what happened is they found this old sweater, and they said it was my grandpa's, but it looked like it had never been worn. It was Lord and Taylor.
Ooh.
And it's definitely an old man sweater. It's definitely a Mr. Rogers cardigan.
Nice.
But it fits me, and I thought I will try it on. And, I need to... It feels so new, like it's not stretched out enough yet. I mean, it's my right size, but you need to work it out a little bit, get it a little looser.
This one's all floofy.
Yeah. So I wore it for a little while at my mom's old house, and then we packed it away. And then yesterday I thought, I'll put it on again, right? And I couldn't have been wearing it more than an hour up there, but as soon as I reach into the pocket of this sweater, there's already a Ludens in it.
From how long ago?
From last week. I put it there.
Oh. I thought you meant it was your grandpa's.
No.
I was like, was that when Ludens used to come in the box? Do you remember when they used to come in just free form in the box?
Yes. I had managed in the brief window of time that I wore the sweater,
Lord.
that I tried on the sweater, to put a Ludens in there and then fold up the sweater, pack it away, drive it here to Tennessee, and then next time I put it on, it's like a week later, it's like, oh, well, there you have it.
When my mamaw died, I got a sweater that was her smoking sweater. And this thing was gross and old and ratty, and it was beige, and it was like bulky knit, and it had these big wooden buttons. I still have it, and it had holes in the pockets.
That's good stuff.
And cigarette burns, and it was my mamaw's sweater, and it was her sitting at home sweater. And I remember when I first put it on, and I put my hands in the pockets, there were tissues.
Oh.
Those little pink.
Yes.
But, not used.
So my grandma used to put them up the sleeve, the used ones.
That's what my granny does.
Okay.
My granny,
actually, maybe it was my mother-in-law, somebody who did that.
And James made fun of me and would joke. He's like, "You're such a granny," because I would have little tissues everywhere. And now that I live alone, I will say I do have tissues everywhere, but I'm much better about picking them up now that I have my own space than I was when I had a shared space. Does that make sense?
It makes total sense because you always think the other person's going to do it, and in a marriage relationship, you at some point have to give up on the other person. Right. I hate to say this. I'm sorry, Jerry. At some point, you have to give up on the other person. And this is actually, I'll use Everybody Loves Raymond as an example. The episode where the suitcase sits at the foot of the stairs for the entire episode.
Right.
Because neither one will bring it up. Because they each think the other one should do it.
Right. Yeah.
So at some point, you give up on the other person. At some point, Raymond decides that Deborah's never going to bring the suitcase upstairs. So he does it.
Yeah.
That's what it takes.
Yeah. And there's a lot of things that I thought that I wasn't good at that I've been in a relationship for most of my entire life.
Yeah.
My entire adult life and teenage life. And now I'm like, oh, I am good at this.
There you have
now that I am home. No, I'm so happy.
You're at home listening to your audiobooks. I should mention.
Yes. On Audible, you can go to audibletrial.com/Krisha and Frank. And when you do that and sign up for a premium membership, and it's a 30-day free trial, you get a free download audiobook that you get to keep whether you keep the trial or not.
That's right. At the end of 30 days, decide if you want them to keep billing you or if you want to take a break from it. But do use our code when you sign up at audibletrial.com/Krisha and Frank.
Yeah, you can help us.
We'll also mention that we are gaining YouTube subscribers.
We are.
And we could still use your help. I look at the statistics like an obsessive person. And
Shocking.
About 2/3 of the viewers on YouTube are subscribed.
That's pretty great.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
But it means we still have 1/3 who are just drifting by because I put the word hiccups in the title by accident or some other thing.
Every once in a while, you put something in the description that people think is exciting and much more exciting than it actually is.
Apparently the word hiccups.
Yeah?
You put the word hiccups. This is advice to all
What was
you
the other
burgeoning
one?
YouTubers out there. Ted Bundy.
Yeah.
If you put
Yeah.
Ted Bundy with hiccups, that should be the name of the episode.
Ted Bundy with hiccups.
Just to irritate everybody who comes clicking here. When are they going to show Ted Bundy with hiccups?
We're not.
No. And also, I've got to say thanks to our audio listeners because we got the notification over the weekend from Podbean.
We've got over 1,000 downloads on Podbean.
So that's lovely. And that means you can listen to us on Amazon Echo, on Spotify. I'm having some fun with the Spotify because everybody's excited about Spotify. Why is everyone, and you can tell me this.
Okay, so
what's the story with the Spotify? Because I have one thing on my Spotify playlist. And you know what it is?
it's Krisha and Frank show.
Why wouldn't it be? Of course, that's it.
I use Spotify because I get a Spotify premium subscription for free through my phone service.
Oh.
My AT&T offers, if you're a certain kind of customer,
that seems reasonable.
you get free premium things.
That's a
and
good
I've
thing.
had Spotify since 2013.
When it was just called Spotify.
So it was Spotify. But Spotify, I use YouTube Music. I formerly Google Play.
YouTube Music.
Yeah, it was Google Play, and then they switched over to YouTube Music.
That's a good
It's my
thing.
favorite.
Yeah, we should. I should get it. See if they offer any kind of deal.
But what Spotify does is they give you your top songs of 2020, and every year they give you your top songs. So I've got your top 100. I've got a playlist of the top 100
Of
things.
your top 100, the ones
Correct.
you listen to most.
Correct.
Is Junior Brown, You're Wanted by the Police, My Wife Thinks You're Dead
No,
on there yet? Because we
I will
need to
tell
work that
you
one up your chart.
that number 1 was New Year's Eve by Joseph,
Never heard of it.
and number 100 was Disco Yes by Tom Misch.
Also never heard of it.
And number 99 was Evaporated by Ben Folds 5.
You see, I looked at your list, or the one, or part of it, what you published. And you published a few of them.
On Facebook, correct.
Yeah, I didn't know them. And I know I'm not a music fan. I know I'm not a music lover.
But
I'm lame-o.
you're not, but I will, like, it's okay. But I will say that my Spotify top 100 for 2020 does not reflect my actual music listening.
Oh, because
I use YouTube Music primarily for my streaming purposes, and then I also download and buy a lot of music. So,
Do you like to look at, or I guess listen to, other people's playlists?
oh gosh, yes.
All right. What's an example? I'm thinking of 2 or 3 playlists on the top of my head. But one is Bean does to his subscribers on his podcast. Another is Aram Demersion kinda was doing a classical playlist on Fridays. I don't know how much he's kept it up. And then the last one was apparently the New York Times has dozens of playlists, and I found one for opera arias you should know or something like that. And
NPR has all of their, the Tiny Desk concerts that they do, and they do new music.
And they put all that on Spotify?
They put all those playlists on Spotify. And our former coworker, Bradley Parker, he has a playlist called...
Has he started watching the show yet? I don't think that he has.
think so.
I don't think he has.
But he should now, because he makes an amazing playlist every single week called Past Weekly Big Moods. And it's just what was striking his fancy and what he listened to the past week.
Because as we were sitting down, you had this idea to ask me to put together a playlist. And I'm thinking, oh, gosh. It's like... I was straining over it, but then I remembered that my wife had also asked me to try to find the old CD I'd burned for her. Yeah, I guess.
Right.
I made a
so
CD
cute.
for her to listen to while driving around of Christmas music. Mm-hmm. And... the ones that we like, because you're not the ones you're not going to hear on the radio, because why would you, if you wanted to hear Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow. No. So anyway, I guess I could make that as the Spotify playlist, and she could just listen to that.
Yeah, and you could make the Spotify playlist, and I think we should make a Krisha and Frank show Christmas music playlist.
Is it going to be mostly Krisha?
Well, no, we can put in any of your obscure things. My most...
What if you don't like mine?
Who cares?
Okay, you can skip over it.
Why would you worry about someone else liking the music that you like?
I don't know.
Okay.
All right.
That's silly.
That's a good point.
What if they don't like mine? I like Christmas in Jail by the Bobs.
Oh. I don't know that
Christmas
one.
in Jail.
The Bobs are an a cappella group, right?
They are. Christmas in Jail.
All right, well.
I had a little too much to drink.
I'm fond of the Blenders, another a cappella group, doing their version of the First Noel.
See? There we have in common. You make me a list and you have some things, and just as you write, I'll write them down. I'll put them on a Spotify playlist and we can share the link.
Okay. I also like some weird ones that when I worked at K-Rock with Bean, we used to put out a Christmas cassette every year.
You still have one?
Yeah, sure.
Neat.
Would you like one?
I have a tape player in my car.
I'll dig around and see how many were left in the basement. I see them advertised online, like the one there's, I think it's called Santa Claus Schmanta Claus, and it's a picture of Kevin and Bean with no. But they look like the Red Hot Chili Peppers with Christmas stockings strategically placed. It's all photoshopped. They didn't do a nude photo shoot.
Why not?
Because it's Kevin and Bean. They were afraid. I don't know. They used the Red Hot Chili Peppers bodies or whatever they did. I don't know. They used something better. But that cassette has on it young Frank Jr. doing his rendition of 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. And I saw someone selling that exact cassette in mint condition.
Aww.
And I zoomed in because I couldn't remember for sure. And it says Frankie the Boy, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas on there. So
we should put that on our mixtape.
if we can, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, I have an MP3 of it I could send you.
Yeah.
All right.
We could try.
All right.
We'll
That's
see.
cool. All right. Anyway, this other one I liked was Grandma got run over by a reindeer, like in a minor key by this woman named Poe. And it's creepy. It's so creepy.
Poe was one of my favorite
got
singers.
Run over
and
by a reindeer.
In junior year,
Yeah, well, this would have been.
Year.
I mean, she was basically a flash in the pan in the alternative world,
right?
Not even a one-hit wonder on Top 40, just a one-hit wonder on alternative.
In alternative land. So how you been?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I mean, I can rant about Christmas music. In fact, I don't know if we want to do that in this show or save it for another. But I have multiple things lined up to discuss with you after we talk about how we can save you some shipping. Free shipping at bonezones.com now through Christmas. I don't know what day she's going to cut that off, but let's just say it's not rush shipping.
I was going to say, I think we're safe now because we're just in the second-ish week of December.
And today is December 7th. Yeah. You know what? That means yesterday was St. Nicholas Day.
What is St. Nicholas Day?
Well, I'll tell you after the Bone Zones commercial.
Bonezones.com. Don't forget the S.
You can get all sorts of signed Dr. Bass merchandise or these cups, these nice little Christmas-looking cups with skeletons on them.
And you know I'm a big tote bag fan. You can get a tote bag. I love them.
Tote bags are good. The challenge coins make a nice gift. I personally am a fan of just getting the autographed picture to someone.
I like the books.
The Jefferson Bass books, or we get messages all the time through Facebook, Dr. Bass does, about Beyond the Body Farm and Death's Acre, which are the two nonfiction books. And I mentioned also the little mini book about the Leoma Patterson case, that Identity Crisis. That's a great one.
Yeah, so you can get all of those at bonezones.com. Don't forget the S. And you get free shipping?
Yeah,
right?
Up until Christmas. Anyway, if you order it before Christmas, it might... Whatever, it's going to help. They'll help you out. You
might not get it, but we'll figure it out.
Just tell her that you know us. It's basically what you got to do. You got to tell Susan, hey, I heard about this. These two goobs were trying to explain free Christmas shipping.
These two dorkos don't know what they're talking about, but we're at bonezones.com. Don't forget the S, and Susan will fix all the things. Yes. She'll fix our problems.
So just moments ago, I said I would tell you about that after the commercial.
Yes.
What is it?
And you've already forgotten?
I have.
I forgot too.
Dang, nabbit.
I'm so tired.
It's show and tell. I said I had lots of things to show and tell you.
We were talking about Christmas music, and you said you could rant about Christmas music, and then you said something else, and now I don't remember.
Well, sorry.
That's okay.
I can rant about Christmas music if you'd like.
Well, go ahead.
I like the two songs that everybody hates.
Which are?
Wham! Last Christmas.
Last Christmas. I love that song.
And Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Nobody hates that song. Everyone loves that
me?
song.
You would think. But all I see is these negative comments online about Whamageddon. There's this game you have to play to avoid...
Are you on Boomer Internet? Are you on
I don't know.
I don't know. You said you see the comments online. You must be on Boomerline.
It's
I need my traditional God, yes, resty married gentleman.
It's Facebook. No, it's mostly younger people.
Oh.
Mostly younger people who hate the song Wham! Last Christmas, which is not, it's a breakup song.
Yeah.
It's a sad song, set to a chirpy little beat. But I remember one year I couldn't, there was a time when that song was kind of obscure. There was a gap in the 90s where it wasn't available on CD.
Oh, wow.
And it didn't get much airplay. And I remembered it from working in the 80s. Mm-hmm. And I so wanted it. I was trying to collect Christmas songs. I was trying to get this extensive collection. Mm-hmm. I was cataloging them on a computer by cross-referenced by artist and by song title. Mm-hmm. And I didn't have Wham! Last Christmas. It was driving me crazy.
So where'd you get it?
Well, Jerry, the brave, goes to the old Virgin Music Store in Burbank, California.
As you do.
Probably, and spent way too much on an import CD from England.
Wow.
With, it was a 2-disc import CD, but man, did it have great stuff on it. And I almost cried, except that I'm lame.
Right.
When I got it, because it was someone had listened and paid attention to one of the things I was looking for. And because of that, more than here, it's a breakup song, but I associate it with a gift from my wife. I just love that song.
But yeah, but no, Mariah Carey, like it's such
that
a
one
classic.
Makes me happy.
It's a classic song now, and people...
I think of you a lot when I hear it, or your daughters, because that one couple of years ago you posted this video online of them singing just the background, and it blew my mind.
If you're an alto in choir and you sing it in choir, it's and I. It's so boring.
It blew my mind because now half the time I listen to that song, all I listen to
is the harmony, the alto harmony.
And I love it. It cracks me up.
It's so bad.
But then I get caught up in the other version, the rest of it, because I think of Megan dancing around, singing into her hairbrush. I mean, I've even did a video one time of me just lip syncing the song, dancing around at a remote, trying to stay warm.
We like that's it, it's such a fun song. It's such a fun song.
But people say there's another meme. It says there's a woman goes to the mechanic and she says there's a terrible noise in my car. He says maybe you take that Mariah Carey CD out.
But I think it's one of those things that how things become people love to poop on.
Yeah,
they love to talk badly about. I think it's just one of those we all need something to grump about, and that's an easy target to grump about. For me, Christmas shoes, why that's even a song, please just delete it from the world.
That reminds me of what I was going to talk about. It wasn't Christmas shoes, it was St. Nicholas Day. But but Christmas shoes is awful. Our friend Deborah Malden, she's posting, can we just skip Christmas shoes for this year?
No. It needs to be deleted from the world.
But I thought she meant because she hates it and because it's a terrible song. No, she meant that she likes it because it makes her cry, but she doesn't want to cry in 2020.
Oh, no.
And then Beth Evans put, whoever wrote that song should be punched in the throat.
It should. It's a terrible song.
So
Tender
bad.
Tennessee Christmas, Amy Grant.
Thumbs
it's
up.
one of my favorites. And Joni Mitchell,
Okay.
River.
So usually when they do the year-end surveys of airplay, Mariah Carey is usually the top. Mm-hmm. But one of the other ones that's up there, maybe it's the number 2, and for years it had been the number 1, is one of the ones that I cannot stand.
Which is?
And you might be mad at me for this.
Okay.
Paul McCartney, Wonderful Christmas Time.
Simply. I
don't like it.
I don't either.
I also don't love Happy Xmas, War is Over by John Lennon and Yoko Ono.
So this is Christmas.
Don't love it.
Okay. No?
I don't care for Band-Aid. Do They Know It's Christmas? Because I'm done with it. I liked it when it was out.
No, I'm with you on all of these so far.
I used to like it because I would picture the music video with Boy George, and I used to remember who everybody was.
Yeah.
It's
like We Are the World.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are ones that I can do without. Christmas Shoes is that I will actually. I will yell at the Amazon Echo to stop playing. I will change the station. I'll do whatever I have to do. I will physically get up and walk across a room to mute the whatever it is if I have to stop myself from hearing that awful song because it just puts me in a sinful mood.
Sinful mood.
Makes me angry.
I like a lot of blues Christmas songs. I like a lot of traditional secular.
Well, in your comments, you can now defend the ones that you like that I hate. or vice versa.
Or please explain, because if you like any of the ones that he just mentioned and it's like on the top of your list, I need to know why.
Yeah, I like White Christmas by the Drifters. Badoo.
Oh, yeah. Anything that's all...
Mavis Staples, Christmas Vacation.
You know what's funny?
They don't play that on the radio.
You can't find that on streaming either. They must have some rights issue with it, and
So,
I don't know what it is.
I have it on MP3.
Well, that's fine.
Okay.
I can just sing it. It's that time. Christmas time is here. That's my favorite movie of all time.
I heard a version of that on Ireland's Christmas FM.
Ireland's Christmas FM.
It was. They didn't say if it was Mavis or not, because it sounded a little different to me, and I hadn't heard it yet this year, so I wasn't positive if it was Mavis.
Did it have a fife in it?
Or something. No, but you could hear Michael Flatley river dancing in the background. Yeah, there's 2 Christmas stations.
You can't see my feet, but my feet were Michael Flatley in.
You have to have 2 Christmas stations, because when one of them plays Christmas Shoes or another song I hate, I have to switch to the other one. Mm-hmm. So Christmas Shoes comes on. It was the one here in Tennessee, 104.9.
Yes.
They start to play Christmas Shoes, and I go running over to the Amazon. I'm screaming at it. Switch to Ireland's Christmas FM.
Ireland's Christmas FM.
And they play. It was the same song I just heard on the other station.
Yeah.
Like, I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas.
I sing that.
At Sweet Fanny?
At Sweet Fanny Adams. It's the first song outside of the opening number. And I will tell you, did you and I have this conversation?
Yes.
That it's faster than the
Your version is faster than the record. We listened
Right.
to the record. That's what. Sorry, that's how you can tell we're radio people.
Listen to the record.
We mean recording. We're too
Right.
lazy to say recording, so
Yeah,
we
we
say
listen
record.
to it.
But we don't mean physical record.
I dance around the stage as a silly little girl while I sing that song, but because it is it's faster than the actual song, I can't breathe.
Oh.
I had all. And I have to keep dancing. I march around like a dodo in a figure 8, and I do silly little things, and I talk about giving him a massage. But
The hippo?
I can't. Yeah.
Okay.
It's there's lots of room for him in our 2-car garage. I'll feed him there and wash him there and give him his massage. I gotta sing it like I'm a little kid. Gwen Stefani gonna sing a little.
No, you sound like Gail Peavy.
Yeah, I know.
That's really good.
Thanks.
Yeah, I think we should end the episode, because I can't top that. No one can top that. That's
Gwen Stefani singing Hippo.
Did you watch her on the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree thing by any chance? Yeah.
No.
She has a Christmas album, I guess.
No, she has a new album that's not. Well, she has a Christmas album from 2 years ago.
Well, she was on TV singing Christmas songs last Wednesday.
Yes. But she actually has just in today, new Gwen Stefani music coming back, pop punk.
Oh.
Yeah, because she's been doing country and Christmas for a long time.
I didn't know that. Well, I'll mention that St. Nicholas Day very quickly. Mm-hmm. Obviously, St. Nicholas.
Yeah.
Santa Claus, Saint Nicholas,
right.
Same guy. The Bishop of Smyrna, or wherever he was Bishop of someplace.
Sure.
And the legend goes, when he started the gift-giving tradition, was that he would leave candies or other treats in your shoes. So you would leave your shoes out on the night of November 5th going into the 6th, which was yesterday.
December.
Right, sorry,
right,
December
okay.
5th. And then in the morning you get treats in your shoes, which I guess then evolved into stockings and whatnot. But
I want treats in my shoes. Who's going to leave treats in my shoes?
Well, now we have to wait a year, but I mean, you could leave a pair of shoes here, and Jerry can make sure that St. Nicholas takes care of that.
I need my shoes, though. I'll leave a pair of old Crocs or something.
Yeah, that's what you should do.
All right.
We'll work on that. Because a year from now, we'll still be doing the show.
Okay.
And we'll take care of and St. Nicholas Day will fall on a weekday.
One whole year from now.
I'm telling you. We'll put your shoes...
I swear to God.
I'll put it in the calendar so I don't forget.
I was going to say, what I was getting ready to come out of my mouth is, I swear to God, I know I'm going to get a calendar notification. Christmas shoes. And I'll be like, no.
What do you mean, Ollie?
All right, we got to get out of here.
Thank you for watching and listening to the Krisha and Frank Show on all of the audio podcast apps, and, of course, subscribing to our YouTube channel. Do comment with us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at Krisha and Frank. Mm-hmm. Do all the things. Do help us out, and we'll be back here to talk to you for the Tuesday show tomorrow.
We should make subscribe ornaments.
Yes. Genius. Okay. Boom.
Done and done.